I love this track. It's very historical. I mean, it's the oldest track in the world. That's a really cool statement. You know, when you say that, you're like, that's some of the deepest history that you can find in racing. And so it should never go away, in my opinion. It's so unique. You know, even it's gotten a little bit more roughed in, I would say, but it has so much character. There's so much character to this place. You know, everything about it, the ambiance, the track itself, the surface, the way that you race this place being flat and being a mile long, the radiuses of the corner, it's just very unique.
Originally a dirt track, the Milwaukee Mile has hosted at least one race each year since 1903, except during the Second World War. A few Honda-powered drivers shared their thoughts on this historic track.
It's just so challenging. It changes every lap. You know, it's got a character to it that's unlike any other. And without the banking, the car really moves around a lot.
There's no banking, so it's very challenging. You're right on the limit of the tire the whole way through both ends of the racetrack. So you're just trying to feel that grip and keep improving the car.
This 1 mile oval drives more like a road course, constantly challenging competitors. Many racing legends define the mile as one of their favorite tracks, and that sentiment has transcended time.
As long as you have a good car to race with, this track can be the most fun track. But if you're suffering on the balance issue, then probably didn't like it at all, because here most of the lap time is in cornering. And because no banking support, the driver always have to fighting on the car in the cockpit. So it's a busy track.
If the car doesn't look after the tyres, then you're going to have a lot of problems later in the stint, and probably be very difficult. So I think key to the race will be looking after the rear tyres, and if you can do that, then you should be in good shape.
It's not my favorite, to be honest. Might be the only driver to think that way, but gotta be honest with yourself. It's not my favorite, but it's very challenging to get everything right on this track. Turn 1, 2, and 3 and 4 look very similar, but driving it is very different. It's very tricky. The car gets loose in the middle, but with the IndyCar, loose is a difficult word, because when it gets loose, it snaps and you're in the wall, so you don't really have time to react.
It is definitely a love it or hate it kind of place. I love it. I mean, it's the racing here is just so good. You know, you end up getting caught up in battles, caught up in traffic, and you're always busy. You're so busy. There's never a dull moment around this track, and I think that sets it apart from some of the bigger ovals where you can go through stints where it's kind of follow the leader or a little bit monotonous. Here, you're on your toes the entire time, and it generally makes for really good racing.
Whether you love it or not, the Milwaukee Mile is one of a kind. From West Allis, Wisconsin, I'm Stacy Pates, Honda Racing HPD Trackside.